Hey everybody, happy Saturday evening, and I am waving to you. This is the official wave when we are just doing either an agenda, update, information, what have you. And so this is just all in fun, right? And hey everybody, I already spoke, but I'm just speaking again because I had to refresh. You wouldn't know it, but I had to stop you and come back in, right? So what is all this? This is my overall, and what that is when you get an abundance amount of something that you love, you like, you did good over, you got a good price, a good sale price on. Well, I did more than that. I got a smashing deal, and a lot of these were DIYs. And the agenda update that I'm working on now is for December. I've already shown you guys my Thanksgiving November agenda update, and it was fun. But my most favorite, which is not an odd day, but it is my most favorite time of the year, which is Christmas, the holiday season, all the way up to Christmas, not just on Christmas Day, but leading up to it, the spirit of it, the lights, the trees, the feeling, the mode, the change of atmosphere. It just, I love it, you guys. Just growing up in a home where Christmas was especially one that we really enjoyed, my sister and I, and I just had what we just had over enough, you know, and I'm just so internally grateful for my parents, for my mother and my father, who we had so many toys that we had enough toys for the next years. We had boy toys, girl toys, all kind of toys under the tree, and we had love and just food, and just, it was just a beautiful time of the year. And that's what brings me to this year. It's so 2020 to be at this point and in the second wave, right, you guys? So I just want, and this is going to be a very brief video. I'm not going to be long because I have not done my actual Christmas holiday December agenda update, and it's a high possibility that it will be two, because I have so much stuff for Christmas that I don't think it will be fair to just do one. So I'll probably do two of them, right? Two updates, designs for the holidays for my agenda. But what I wanted to talk about, just really briefly, you guys, because you know I always got to give you nuggets. Be extra sensitive this year. This time of year is always that time of year where people are low in spirit when they think about loved ones that's gone and passed away, and just that person that's missing, you know. And the holidays and birthdays and just different moments bring back those memories that are good memories most of the time, but the reality of them not being here comes down, you know. And some people are not good right now, and they're not good for several reasons. We are in a national world pandemic that is swarming the nation, and it is a deadly virus. I mean, here in Tennessee, our hospitals are pretty much at capacity. Maybe a hospital bed here and there, but in the Middle Tennessee area to which I stay, I'm not giving a detailed area to where I live, but in the Middle Tennessee area to where I live, the the rate of spread is growing so rapidly that I'm in the medical field on my day job, right? And I deal with cases and I deal directly with nurses and doctors. So that's why I'm always so informative on COVID-19, not only because I'm a CNN Chris and Don watcher. I feel like they're my best friends. I watch Chris and Don every night, but on CNN. But that's not the only reason why I feel very informed about what's going on, but I have direct contact with nurses and doctors on a daily basis, and the info that they've given me is not good. The rate that this thing is going, you guys, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer on my agenda update, being inspirational, but I just have to plug this before we get to the good stuff. The rate that this is going, they feel that if it continues at the rate that it's in, it's not going to be good for the U.S. It's not going to be good. And let me just give you a heads up. The mask is for essentials. I repeat, the mask is for essentials. What does that mean? The mask, I know there's been so many different so much different information out on the mask. So let me just tell you, which most of you already know if you're in the know, that at the beginning of all of this, people were saying the mask can only protect others, and the mask does not protect you, and don't, just stay in and all this and that and the others. That is because we were low on PPE. Let's just be real. I'm just going to be real about it. I said it back then, but I think it bears repeating now. It's because I feel like you guys should see me on this type of one-on-one conversation. But let's just digress, okay? But it wasn't a confusion. It was the message that they wanted to send at the time due to our healthcare, our frontline workers were a priority in a sense. Not that they didn't care about you, but if you didn't have anyone to take care of you when you got sick, so it was a mass scarce amount of PPE. They were low on it. Masks, gloves, all that was because they were using it at such a expedient rate, and then the people that came in the hospital had to wear them. So not just the healthcare workers, but the patients. So it was being used so rapidly, and once you use it, you change it out, and it just got to the point where it was just unsanitary because the healthcare workers had to start to use the same mask, wash them out if they could. If they couldn't go home, or they had to quarantine because they had been around so many patients and they didn't want to take it home, they had to wash out those masks and use it again. And it was just such a, oh my God, it's the stories that I could share with you guys would make you not even want to go outside, but carry on. But let's digress now. Okay, can't go back. Everything's already happened. Can't go back to February, March, or April. Can't go back to that time. It's already happened. So let's go here now. It's running so rapid that we have to get a grip on it. And the only way that we can get a grip on it, if everybody faces reality, we're in a pandemic. Life is not as usual. You cannot live life as usual because this is not as usual times. 2020 is nothing close to the norm. We are out of the norm, and we won't be in the norm for quite some time. So in order to get to the norm, we're going to have to do some abnormal things. The mask, again, is for, I'm going to the store, stand 6 feet apart at the store, getting what I need to get, and bringing my butt back home. I'm an essential worker. I'm a frontline worker at a job that I have to go out to work in, and I wear that mask all day at my place of employment, wherever I work. Essential workers, essential business is what the mask is really for. It is not for you to go out and party in a mask, sit at a bar in a mask. All of that was just to smooth it over with, you guys. The U.S. went berserk when we shut down, but we've always been at risk when you're around other people for a certain amount of time. No matter if you have a mask on or not, your risk level goes up the longer you are out and about. It's just that simple. I'm just going to keep it 100%. Mask and all. The longer you're out about interacting with strangers and other people, the safety level goes down and the risk goes up. And I'm telling you for facts, these are coming from doctors and nurses. If you want to not be in that number of 200 more thousand people by the inauguration, essential. Think longevity. You're going to be made to feel uncomfortable for a while. But it's only for a while. If you do this for a while, we can go back to some sense of normal a lot sooner. Not being able to wear a mask and be out in the public and live life the way we knew it before this pandemic, I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys because they don't know. And no doctor, no nurse, nobody to the highest level can tell you when that's going to happen because no one knows. Because this is a airborne virus. And you can only contain it by getting people to start to do less of interactions, get the shot to where you are. I know people don't want to get the shot. People don't want to. It's 2 levels to that and all of that. I'm not even going to go into that because that's a medical thing and you can look that up. If you want to, some things, if you want to know, you can find it out yourself. But the main thing, the way that they can, and I'm just giving you guys what we're heading for. And this has nothing to do with Biden going into office. This has nothing to do with any change of power. This was inevitable. If the United States is to survive this, there's probably going to be a period where we will have to shut down again because it's going too fast. Imagine a river just running freely any and everywhere that it wants to go. That is in the air. You can't contain something in the air until you can get control over who it's affecting. And because it's cool, and because we've been wearing our masks, one great thing about it is the people with the flu and allergies have kind of went down. They're a lot lower because the virus is taking precedence over it. So the flu cases are going down because people are wearing the mask when they can. But let me just say something about wearing a mask, and then I'm going to go into my agenda because this is taking a little bit longer than what I expected. One reason why the mask is not solid proof is because when you wear a mask, if your nose or your mouth is out, when you are out, and I've seen essential workers do it, I've seen people shopping do it, walking and living do it. If your nose is out, you might as well not have a mask on. It does you or nobody any good if you have a mask on and your nose is out. Your nose needs to be covered and your mouth. It's just that simple. So once you learn to do that, that may help you out some, but limit your goings, you guys. Limit your goings, because it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I'm giving you the 100 truth. It is going to get worse, a lot worse, before it gets better. Don't be in that number. Don't make the impatient mistake of saying, I don't care what's going on out there, God got me. God does have you. He does. He has you. And somebody used this analogy, and I could use the same analogy, but I'm not. But I'm gonna say it because it was said, and it kind of made a lot of sense. God has you, but you got a gun. God has you, and you may carry a knife or mace. So if God has you, when you're going along your way and doing what you very well please, why do you need any other form of protection when you're out and about? I know some people that are holy and roly gonna be like, God is my protection and all that. Yes, I'm a Christian woman. I know some of my friends that I interacted with on YouTube or have different religions, or they may not have the same faith that I have. They may be Catholic or whatever their faith is. So, but I'm a Christian woman, and I know God protects me. But God protects you when you're doing what you're supposed to do. Grace will keep you. Yes, God will cover you. But He also knows what you know. And healthcare workers have been telling you in the entire world since March to wear a mask. Stay 6 feet apart. Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet apart. Don't be out if you don't have to. Don't do any unnecessary travel. So God has you, but He also knows that you know that you're just doing what you want to do and screaming to Him, you got me, don't you? It's just like a child knowing what their mama told them, knowing that mama told you if you go by that stove and get burnt because you can't wait for dinner to be made, and you go and touch that stove, as I've told you not to touch it again, and you get burnt, yeah, mama gonna take you to the hospital, but you burnt. So there are repercussions for your actions. Don't try to use God in a way that He wasn't meant to be used. Don't put God in your, I just want to do what I want to do, and then I'm going to put God on top of that. That's not fair. That's not fair to people who are trying to do the right thing and doing what they're supposed to do. And here you are, God got me. Yeah, He does. He does. And it's highly possible that you may live through getting it, because the death rate is lower than people that got it. That is true. It's possible that you may live through it. But you may have long haul. Long haul, you can look it up, but long haul is worse than some people even having COVID. They can't hardly breathe. They can't catch their breath. They're going through deep bouts of depression. They have no energy at all. They have mind fogs. They can't think straight. And I know some people are like, well, heck, maybe I got a long haul. No, this is after having COVID-19. The after effects of having COVID-19. And there's a growing trend. You can look it up online, long haul syndrome. There's a group on Facebook about it. It's out there, guys, and it is serious. And some people experience that worse than they actually experienced COVID-19. But I had to stop and give you that nugget. And I understand it's the holiday season. A lot of people are down. A lot of people are sad and depressed and just, I'm tired of being in the house. At least I'm tired of doing the right thing. I can't even see my family. What am I supposed to do? I can't really cook. I've never spent Thanksgiving by myself. I live alone, or it's just me and my kids, or it's just me and my husband, it's just me and blah, blah, blah. Well, I have an answer for that. Enjoy the life that God has given you at this moment. Ask God to give you the message that you need to get through this moment. But be mindful, you've been told, the more you hang out, the higher the risk. If you choose to travel, your risk is double. If you choose to be in a larger crowd, your risk is tripled. If you choose to hang out and continue to hang out, it's on you. It's on you. The healthiest person has gotten COVID. Kids have gotten COVID and died of COVID. 30, 40, 50 years old has gotten COVID and died. 20 years old, 25-year-old, 19, 18, 15, all have gotten COVID. There's no age limit. From 0 to 100, you can get COVID. No one is immune to it. And the scariest part about it is, I don't live in fear, but I'm giving you the real. The scariest part about it is the transmission rate is so high because right now, most people that have COVID have no symptoms. So they're not going to get tested. So they're spreading it and they don't have any symptoms. So they're not even thinking about going to get a COVID test. They're asymptomatic. And that means they're a higher risk than someone that has the symptoms, because the person that has the symptoms is more than likely to go get tested or slow down for a minute or go quarantine and be responsible. But somebody who don't have any symptoms, which is a growing rate of asymptomatic people out there, that's where the spreaders are. And that's what the problem is. So be mindful, guys. I love you guys. And I want you to be able to see this video if you plug in this time next year and look at it. You only got one life. Thanksgiving and Christmas come every year. And I know as much as you want to see family, I know it. I get it. I've been right here with you guys the whole time. I get it. Trust me. They want you here too. Make the responsible decision. Nobody's going to sit on your grown hands. Nobody's going to sit on you, take your keys from you, stop you from booking that flight, stop you from going out. Only person that can control that, because we have free will, is you. Make the life decision. And that's what decision you will be making if you choose to do what you want to do during this season. It's just as simple as that. So let's get into this. I had to take the moment to do that, you guys, because I care. So let me tell you what a wonderful weekend this has been. Your girl took a me day, and I went out and smashed so many places and got the biggest deal of this world, you guys. I am so happy. I went to the Dollar Tree, Michael's, Joann, Target. And guess where I ended up going back to? I don't like calling her my mother-in-law, but my mother-in-law's favorite store, Joann's. She's my mother because she treats me like a daughter. But just to identify which mom I'm talking about, I have to say mother-in-law. And they have a planner corner, and I made out like a oh my God. Oh. So, all you beautiful planners out there. So, there is a set of different planners, okay? There is a Louis Vuitton agenda planner that I'm a part of. And then there's a happy planner group, which some kind of way my buddies put me in that group. But I'm not a happy planner scrapbook type of chick. I don't knock happy planners because it's beautiful what they do. It's just not me. I know some people are like, well, that looks like a scrapbook sort of thing. It's not. It's on the same kind of family-ish of scrapbooks, but it's not. And I'm moving all this stuff. I'm going to show you guys that stuff, and it makes sense. And I've been talking to you guys for a few minutes. Give me about 10 minutes, and it'll all be over, I promise. Okay. This right here, you guys. Oh, my God. I got to turn it around so you guys can see it. This thing right here, I made out so well with this. This normally costs, I said $19.99, but I was wrong. This is normally $29.99. I got a discount, and then I got a discount on top of it. And I paid 11 bucks for this. And it is a load of cardstock that I can make my all my dividers, my dashboards, and create different things with it. It is so nice, you guys. So these are all already pre-cut, so I can do different little I can put like a sticker on the back of here, like well, tape. Just let me, I'll explain it later, but tape on the back of here, or I can actually use a paper clip, a designer paper clip, and get it in there, or I can laminate it and punch holes in it and put it in there as an insert. And it's so nice. The different ones, oh my goodness. There's one that, it's so many that I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm trying to get to one of my favorites. Oh, and I got butterflies that go with this. My friend Maria loves butterflies, and I saw that and I thought of her. Isn't that pretty? And I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not like paper. I think it'll pick it up. The camera will pick it up. It's not like paper. This is like raised up. So I don't think that I'm going to laminate these. I think I'm just going to cut these out and hole punch them and leave them the way that they are. All of them don't look like that. It's just different paper. And that's more like a celebration type of, you know. That's really pretty. I'm just trying to get to my favorite one, which people probably wouldn't even think would be my favorite. I am a chick that I would show my living room to you guys, but I don't know y'all like that. I am a cream and neutral color type of chick from a palette for furniture, and I like to build off of that, and I'm beginning to see that's how I'm doing my planners as well. Keep it like a clean palette and build off of that. I think that is the way that, and I can actually color these, or I can just leave it in that black and white look. Oh, here it is. That would look, oh my God, you guys, just wait. I have an idea for this, and you guys are going to love it. That wood, that pine brown color, oh, I'm going to have fun, but it's so many of these, so I would be going through this all night, but I made out well with this. Michael's, Joann's, all of them have a planner section, but Joann has became my best friend. So I got me a laminator. Now, people who don't have an laminator machine, they're not really expensive, but I don't know what's expensive to everybody, because I know the United States is going through a financial crisis right now, and a lot of people are dealing with different financial levels right now, right? So I'm mindful of that, but I learned something that I figured it out on my own. This is actually mental, what's the word that I can use for it? It is soothing for the mind to get into a form of art. I'm a writer by nature, so that is my art. But I've taken on a whole nother level with arts and craft. And it is so mentally soothing. It takes you away from so much of what's going on right now. And it gives you a breather. And you guys, I truly, truly appreciate it. I was introduced to the Agenda World by just going on YouTube. And I am hooked. There will be never a time that I won't be an agenda planner, whether I do it by myself, an agenda planner designer, whether I do it by myself or I stay connected to so many great people out there that's probably watching me right now. But it is find you something. I know it's low. I know some people don't have the extra time in their life. But if you find yourself in your idle time, just mind just going in circles and you're thinking about so much, that's when you got to find you something to do, you guys. Whether it's yoga, whether it's journaling, whether it's, I don't care, but get up and do something. Don't just sit in that mindset. And that's a free nugget for you. So I have an laminator machine. A laminator. And I got my papers in today. And I've been laminating things like crazy. I made my bookmark. And I know you guys have heard me say that I laminated stuff before. But I'm going to tell you how I was doing it now that I've reached to the prestige level of actually having an laminator. I don't have to do it anymore. So, for people who may be financially strapped or may be going through just a financial situation right now where you just can't spend any extra money on anything extra, let me help you out. Old school. Old school all the way. Old school all the way. Buy you the laminating paper that you can get at Office Depot, Walmart, somewhere, anywhere like that, Walmart, Office Depot, Target, you can buy some paper, right? Get your ironing board, get you a clear, like a t-shirt, or white t-shirt, I recommend. Put that on laminated paper. I don't have my paper. I should have brought it down here. Put that paper, whatever you're trying to laminate together. Put a shirt on top of it, white shirt, and iron it. Make sure you check it. Don't have the iron up too high because you don't want it to melt because it is plastic. It's going to laminate just like on a laminating machine. That's how I did my previous plastic. But I moved up a little bit. So, as you're looking, I know you're seeing a lot of holiday stuff. So, my theme is going to be girls. And it's going to make sense. So, this is not to offend anyone, but we have a vice president-elect, first African-American, first woman as a vice president, for one, but she's African-American. And I watched the Breonna Taylor documentary this morning that came on ABC last night. And I was going through my mind of what could my theme be in my agenda. Yes, we take it that serious. For people that say, I think it was that serious. But it is. We look forward to the palette that we carry with us either as a pocket agenda or our desk agenda or our everyday agenda. Mine is an MM and PM. A GM will be on the way soon. But anyway, that's just a free nugget as well. But looking at the Breonna Taylor documentary and just thinking about how so many of us, and I don't mean to offend any of my Republican buddies out there, because you voted for who you voted for, but Stacey Abrams deserves an award for getting so many people registered. An African-American woman who gave of her time and did not have to, but she gave of her time and reaped the fruits of her labor by getting in the House who she had all intentions to help get in there. And she played a big role in that. And for the month of December, I would like to honor my women as a whole, Black, white, Asian, women, nationality, all nationalities as a whole, because we're all queens and beautiful, and so I wanted to start off with the princess theme, and it's gonna make sense, and then I'm gonna blend in my beautiful African American women, and they're just gonna be all over the place, and I'm gonna kind of bring it all in with the Christmas garnets and different bling with Christmas behind it. It's gonna all make sense. My theme is gonna make sense once it all comes together, because I know most people are like, oh, where is she gonna put all this? Isn't it? She's talking about her agenda, right? Yes, my agendas. I have two. So it'll all make sense once I have these placed where they're going in my agendas. It's gonna be, I absolutely love her. Isn't she great? Yes. And you see what it says. You got this. I'm doing nothing but inspiration this year, you guys. Inspirational messages. Because we need it. We all need it. Whether you're black or white, Democrat, Republican, or you have no party in mind, whatever your nationality is, whatever your belief is, we all need a break from it all. It's been a lot. And I just can't wait to honor just different levels of women in this December's agenda update. And I'm just showing you different things that I created today. Inbox. Isn't that cute? She's just chilling, reading a book at home. Feeding her mind. And that's another thing. If you're not crafty or don't want to get into arts and craft, and you don't have a inkling about yoga or don't want to do yoga, get you a book. Nothing like feeding your mind. Just keep going. Don't spend so much time on social media. I made that mistake this year too. I wasn't really on that much today. I'm gonna upload this, but if you feel that you're being down and you spent a lot of time on social media, step away from it and refresh your mind. Now I'm going to show you the stickers, and there's so many more of them, you guys. I put most of them up because it's such an abundance of it. None of this has got anything to do with the holiday. I just wanted to want you guys to see how I made out with the stickers that I'm showing you right now. Guess where I got them from? No, I didn't get these from Joann. I didn't get them from Walmart. I got these from the Dollar Tree. And I got sheets and sheets and sheets and sheets of these. I have over 4,000 stickers. And I'm not over-exaggerating. I counted them today, and I nearly blew myself away with it. So I'm good on stickers. I don't know what my husband thinks. I don't know. He likes for me to stay, do different things for myself. So but this is all you guys can see. But you heard what I just told y'all. I got a whole overhaul, and I got an office for where I work on my 9 to 5. This thing right here is taking on legs, and I have a business. We have a business. So, and I'm showing you the different dashboards. Isn't she beautiful? This theme is going to be crazy, y'all. And I'm about to end it, but I got to say this. Apple lovers, I like you guys. I know my cousins are Apple lovers and things like that. And I'm going to give more details on it. But I don't like the fact, because everybody doesn't have Apple. And I don't like the fact that Apple is taking one of the best Christmas stories and Thanksgiving stories and playing it only on the Apple network or whatever you want to call it this year. So it won't be on CBS. My Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and my Charlie Brown Christmas. Isn't that fabulous? And I think some classics shouldn't be touched. I don't think that Apple should have touched that. I mean, of course, I have the disc, the CD. So if I really want to see it, you know, without having to turn it on CBS when it normally plays, it would have played by now. It probably would have played again on Wednesday. They never play it on Thanksgiving. I'm telling y'all, I went in. But it's what I'm proudly showing you guys, my agenda buddies and people who want to get involved in this because I'm not afraid to show what I've gotten, because it's always a competition of who has the best one, because it's what I'm showing you is not going to look anything like what I'm showing you once I get it organized into the agendas. Isn't that beautiful? The two Tiffany girls. Isn't that cute? The Tiffany thing. That's for my PM. I love Tiffany blue. That is so pretty. But a lot of these are repeated dashboards for years to come. So anyway, I'm all over the place. So let me just bring it in. So just I feel like some classic needs to be left alone. I feel like that that should have just remained on CBS. I don't think that it should have been given to ABC to put with Apple, to play it only with Apple watchers or Apple channel or whatever it is. I'm a Samsung queen. I love Samsung. I have the S20 Ultra, and it is my best friend. The camera is killing Apple. Yes, it is. If you don't believe me, go on YouTube and compare them. I'm a Samsung chick. I always have been. I've tried Apple. I've tried it. We tried Apple, and we ran to get our S20s when they first came out. Ultra. And we will not turn back. Sorry. I'm so sorry. You Apple users, you got it. That's what you like. But Samsung is the one for me. I love them. Sorry. But I just think that it should have remained on CBS. Some classics don't need to be touched. It's just as simple for me. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been talking much longer than I wanted to. Much, much longer. So, you guys, this is my pre-agenda update. And the next time I come on, this stuff is going to be in here. You've already seen what's in here already. That was my pen falling out. But you've already seen what was in here already. The next time you see these, they're going to be fabulous. And I'm so excited. And Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy yourself. Take time to pour into you. Get you some hot chocolate, mocha, if cappuccino if you don't like hot chocolate, or some coffee. One of those things. Sit back. Lifetime and Hallmark are showing nothing but holiday movies, Christmas movies, and chill. Because you know what? You got this. You got this. Be peaceful. Be blessed.